A man suddenly pulled out a gun, abducted me, and took me back to his house. The moment I saw what was inside, I realized that he had dangerous intentions toward me. He then gave me a long list of strict rules I had to follow. After that, he started asking me personal questions, seemingly trying to understand how frightened and helpless I was. Then, he showed me disturbing videos, apparently trying to intimidate and control me. I was completely confused and terrified by what he was trying to show me. With no other choice, he eventually allowed me to move around the house for a while so I could get used to the surroundings. But I quietly used the opportunity to observe everything, preparing for a possible escape. However, the man quickly noticed that something was wrong. He immediately warned me not to try anything, making it clear that he was watching my every move. Then he opened a suitcase containing belongings taken from several missing girls, along with information connected to them. I was terrified by what I saw and could only curl up in the corner of the sofa. I hoped he would become less alert at night, but instead he forced me to take sleeping medication and secured me with chains before going to sleep. The next morning, I woke up and found him still asleep. I immediately came up with a plan. I carefully tried to unlock the handcuffs, but after struggling for a long time, they still wouldn't open. I kept trying until the lock finally began to loosen. Without wasting any time, I managed to free myself and carefully place the handcuffs back where they had been. Then I quietly rushed to the living room and used all my strength to unlock the door. Finally, I escaped from the house. Panicked, I ran toward the roadside. When I saw a car approaching, I rushed over and begged the driver to help me. The driver immediately realized that something was seriously wrong and took me to the police station. During questioning, I told the officers everything that had happened. After hearing my story and connecting it to a recent series of missing person cases, the police realized that the man could be connected to them. They immediately sent officers to the neighborhood where he lived. After getting his information from the building manager, they rushed to his home, but he had already fled. During the search, the police discovered a large amount of evidence linking him to the crimes. They realized that he was the serial killer they had been searching for. The police immediately issued a nationwide wanted notice. They returned me to my family and arranged protection for me. However, over the next few days, they still couldn't find any trace of the man. I remained terrified and rarely left home. But then the investigation took a turn. The police tracked down the man's sister and learned that he regularly attended sports games every week. Officers were immediately sent to watch the venue. A few days later, they finally spotted him. The police launched an arrest operation and eventually cornered him in an alley. Realizing that he had nowhere left to escape, the man ended his own life with a gun. Afterward, I could finally begin letting go of the fear that had been weighing on me. Slowly, I started moving on from the terrible experience.